trying.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in and joining us. Sorry about that. I had already. Let's see. Last we left the party, Father Lucian Petrovich was needing assistance to recover the bones of Saint Andrew. Interrogations took place. Following the info from Yeska to Milojov, finding out that Milojov sold them to the coffin maker Heinrich van der Voort, reclaiming the bones from the location was successful. After striking the fear in Heinrich's mind and defeating several vampire spawns. However, now they have also recently met a possibly new ally, Marigai. And how are you guys feeling today?
Nice and refreshed. Still looking from the axe. So at this point, I'm downstairs grabbing myself some breakfast. And gonna prepare for the day.
I'm gonna take a small walk around the area, just nearby, just to see what's around. Is there anything notable that I see?
Based on your any perception, you're saying that this is pretty much the same layout, nothing new compared to your last stay here. You've actually gotten quite accustomed to this area. Like, that in the back area there's still the chickens, and the front areas where they keep a lot of storage and stuff to work around the building. But yeah,
Alright, so nothing's changed. All right, I imagine the weather's pretty fair.
You still see the 3-foot high stone rim surrounding the mounds of the well that's off to the left side of the entrance, right around here.
All right, out in the distance, do I see anybody nearby, or is this kind of, yeah, is it fairly empty?
You would say that the streets don't see much travel. I would say, like, as in, like, it's a busy location, but people don't go outside if they don't have to.
Okay, okay, yeah, nothing of interest going on. All right, all right.
Say,
Well, I'm ready to kind of move on from this place.
I'd say Marigai kind of spent the last night in between trancing, that she's kind of been trying to get a feel for the bones that were recovered, try to understand them further, and she's gonna kind of approach Jackson here and like, Jackson, we should tell the father we found these, but I think we should keep these. And I'm gonna try to explain to him kind of what I've discerned over the course of the night.
So if it's in your inventory, we should be able to share it with the others.
All right.
Uh,
And I'm probably not gonna say inside the inn. I'll probably say when everybody's outside of the inn. But
okay.
gotta just share it with the party.
Yeah. Do you see it inside the? I don't see it inside your inventory.
What are we looking for?
I do not either. It was there earlier.
Might have been the update because it wasn't updated. Okay, give me a second. Let me go ahead and discuss what you had found, and then I'll get that.
Okay. These bones, they seem to have quite a bit of magical properties to them, and I believe that these could be used against vampires as a weapon. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure how long this would last. Its durability seems to be quite low. It's ancient bones, obviously.
As far
But-
as I know, they don't belong to us. They belong to the town.
I step back and I go, "How would we use them? Do we have to sharpen them or something?"
I mean, you
And-
could club
No.
someone with the thigh bone rather well, but I would not recommend it.
I would say he at this point kind of pulls it out and kind of shows you guys what it looks like.
Yeah.
Mm. Like I said, use a thigh bone.
Oh, you do club someone with it.
Uh, probably similar to if you used a mace.
Indeed, but I do
Like
fear
I said,
that
like I said, they belong to the town.
I understand that.
And-
I will talk to the father.
If it was I can see where
Something
you're coming
useful that
from.
might last
If it
longer.
was something that would last much longer in the long run. For like, if I can look at it, does it look like it's on its last legs? It can maybe do one or two things and then be done.
You would say that it does look like it does look pretty worn. Like it would crumble after possibly even just one battle, two battles, maybe. Like it's pretty bad, yeah.
I would agree. It could be used, but if it's only for one, it might not even work for that one. I think it'd be better just for its safekeeping properties for the town more.
That is assuming that this was protecting a town, though.
Sometimes an item causing the belief of the town can create a protective field. The divines work in mysterious ways at times, but belief goes a long way.
A fair argument. Even Merrick, I can see that point. However, I still would like to have a word with the father about it and see what his thoughts on the matter are.
What we do need to find is some silvered weapons, or, barring that, true magic weapons.
I'm still looking for me axe. Which one of you blokes has it?
I don't use an axe. And if you want to get an
You see
axe, get a
Jackson
goddamn
literally
axe.
in just clothes, so there's nowhere for him to hide it.
I actually have a pretty decent shopping list. Maybe we can convince the father to be the purse strings for a visit to some of the merchants. What do you think?
Could work. Make it a deal for returning the bones.
I mean, we are saving their town. The least they could do is make our jail a little bit easier, yeah?
Hmm? To the father?
Yes. On the way there, though, let me get a list of what we can ask him for. What gear is everyone wanting right now? Lord.
I'm just gonna kind of carefully wrap the bone back and
Don't.
keep it for safekeeping while we go to the church.
So, we want one weapon each.
I have cantrips. I'm fine with that.
I know you're fine. That's, well, we might want to get you something just in case.
I can only use a dagger. So.
I know. A quarterstaff might be not that, wouldn't be that far out of it.
Yeah.
If I can't find me axe, I'd like a sword that does more damage. Don't want just any axe. I want me axe.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna find your axe anywhere near here.
That's why I said I'd like a sword that deals more damage.
Longsword, greatsword.
I pull out this very worn longsword. I think I'm in need of an upgrade. Something about this size. After all, I'm a dwarf. Put it back. Put it back in.
I doubt that you're a dwarf, as short as you are.
Shots fired.
I'm assuming a short sword for you, Doe.
Sure.
And Mara guy, what?
I should be fine. I believe you have seen my choice of weapons. Though I would like to reiterate, I would like to stay anonymous on that, at least for the townspeople's sake.
All right.
Moment.
I ask, whose dog is this? It's gorgeous.
Nobleman's
I would
pet.
say mines,
belongs
but
to a
really anyone who
nobleman.
feeds it.
It's a good doggy.
It has the loyalty of a mercenary.
It's gonna kind of fuss over the dog on the trip, I guess.
Yeah.
Shall we head over to the church?
Well, so aren't I supposed to do my morning routine with you?
Today's routine is going to involve running. Every time we turn, you're going to run up the next block and back at least 5 times.
Okay, but okay, I do need something to eat before we leave this morning, sir.
Well,
Let's
that's a given. Get you some food.
Here,
Hey, car, feed the boy.
Fine, fine. Come here, runt.
Have some
Oh.
hunger for breakfast.
I'll
That's that I
Thank you,
can't
sir.
control.
I'll toss a gold your way, a car, and say, get some to go rations for the road, and we shall head out shortly.
Very well. I can't move his character, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can make that happen.
I just took him. Just
Okay. It'd be good if I gave. Actually, let me give you guys all access to him real fast. It's like the right person, right? Because like that just got me way up there. All right. The waitress comes up and is asking okay, so asking Alec what he would like to have for breakfast. And like I'd like to get some of those wolf steak and eggs, please. So she took his order. She's gonna go down in the back and speak with the cook to get that all prepped for him.
While we're waiting on this, I'm gonna pull out one of the beans from the bag of beans that I got. I'm just gonna like flick it into the air and just mess with it.
You see the beans themselves are of like a clear, almost like an amber bean.
Fairly large or like small size?
I would say no bigger than no bigger than like maybe the tip of your pinky.
And how many were in the bag?
You see about 9 of them in the bag.
9. Okay. About 9 or 9 exactly?
Uh, uh well, if you're counting them out, then yes, you would see there was 9.
And one in my hand?
Yes.
Yes. So 10 total. One in my hand, 9 in the bag. All right. All right. I'm just gonna hang it outside, waiting for everyone. Well, it seems they'd be done eating by now, so maybe we should.
Yeah, give me 1 second because I have something that's going on right now.
Does this dog have a name?
I just call him Bob.
Thought it was like Rex or something like that.
Wait, is it Bob or Rex?
Don't ask him. He's not around half the time. I'm not 100% though.
Ask the Nancy boy over there.
Yeah. Ask the nobleman.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. And then as Alec takes the food, he's still scarfing it down right now. He was super hungry. He kind of bumps into a gentleman and says, "Oh, sorry, sir, sorry."
Alec, we're gonna have to work on how you speak to people.
Understood, sir.
Speak as if you're less than. You gotta realize you aren't.
Put some bass in your voice there, son.
He's not big enough for bass.
I'm hearing some very heavy breathing,
Darth Vader just entered the chat.
and I'm like way out in the. I am by the road here, and I'm hearing the. Kind of concerns me a little bit as I look through the window.
And as basically what you see is you see a semi-tall, pretty tall gentleman, kind of receding hairline, leather type, like yellowish leather type clothes right now.
And he's still inside, or is he
Oh, no.
coming outside?
He's heading out past you guys.
That passed us.
Yeah, he's heading. He's about to start heading past you guys.
Now, did he initiate contact with Alec, or did Alec initiate contact with him?
Alec accidentally knocked into him a little bit.
Like a kid that was more focused on food than what's around him.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Hmm.
Can we discern anything about like the look on his face or anything? Or like which way is he going? Yada yada.
I'm gonna roll insight to see if I can kind of figure out if I should pay attention to this guy, or if he's somebody that looks important, or somebody that is um something that I would need to kind of pay attention to here. I can get it to roll.
Looks like you did.
Roll a 13.
Okay. So you see that he looks dashing, very very notable character in your mind, like somebody you haven't seen around, but very colorful indeed. What do they see, Octavio?
A tall, dashing man. He keeps to himself and scoffs as people walk by.
If he's got it has that level of arrogance to him, I turn back to Alec and go, "All right, son, time to do some quick swings before we get on the road."
Okay, sir. What would you like me to try?
So, first thing I want you to do is I want you to get in your stance, and then attack. You give me your best attack.
Okay, sir. Let me try. He's gonna go ahead and use the we use a dagger on this one, but it'll just be a 1d4 if it hits. Oh, like that, sir? Like that?
Nice. And hit me with the damage.
Say he wasn't trying to do it to hurt you. Just take one.
Okay.
I would say that you could take a little kid like this and you were able to kind of defend yourself a little bit more than normal.
All right. I like what you did there. But you left your face wide open. Make sure that when you come in, you're coming in with your offhand covering your head. So that you don't lead with your face. Again.
That sounds good, sir. Let's try it again. And then let's go ahead and take another swing at it. I just missed.
But the form was better. Right now we're worried about form, we'll worry about hitting later. Good form, son. Good form.
You all are training this child.
Why not? He's hanging with us. He ought to be able to protect himself.
I suppose. Marigold's kind of like half distracted right now. She's. Can I? Would Marigold recognize this man at all?
I would say that yes, Marigai has seen him around a bit.
Okay.
Hmm.
Where have I seen him at, like, frequent?
You've seen him. So you yourself have been to and from the Arisex stockyard where you would sell your wares that you find, and your leathers and whatnot. You've seen him frequent that spot. You've seen him here at the inn and around town quite a bit frequently.
Should there be anything I'll be worried about for this man, or am I like trying to ask in the most roundabout way possible here? He's just like heading to the north, right? Or he's heading out. He is not like engaging us per se.
Nope. What are you doing currently right now, Octavio?
I'm on my way to deliver food to a friend, so I'm carrying a package, but I'm being discreet and walking by. But I'm keeping an eye on them over my shoulder.
Oh, again, so I didn't mean to bump into you earlier. I hope I didn't do nothing wrong. And that's Alec
I'm
right
sure
here.
you'll watch where you're going. Next time, be more careful.
Oh, I will, sir. I will.
Thank you, boy. What are you up
Alec,
to
Going
tonight?
faster.
Oh, hold on. One at a time. What was that? Octavio, go first.
What are you all out here doing this evening or this morning? Have you been out here all night?
I just woke up this morning, sir. We're about to go talk to the father.
Ah, the father. What business do you have with the father?
Ours.
Sent us.
And since
Oh, very
you've
well.
actually been here for quite some time now, you would know that the father is the one at St. Andrew's Church, and his name is Father Lucian Petrovich.
I'll give my best to the father when you go see him.
would, but I don't know your name.
Rictavio. And yours?
Adele. Hey, Jackson. He seems to be a Nazi boy just like you.
Looking at him, do I get the sense of like, is he merchant wise or is he more mayor noble wise?
Well, let's see if let's do an insight check.
These don't work out ever.
And then you
Oh,
actually
for the
do
first
well.
time it did.
So what do they see about you? Like, does he see that you are a noble type? How would you describe yourself to them?
Well, I do come off as maybe a noble type because I do dress well, but it's not from being a noble. I'm a traveler. So maybe a noble from somewhere else, maybe visiting. But I'm guarded and somewhat mysterious, but non-threatening.
That insight in seeing him guarded and like holding the package. I'll ask. Seems you're going somewhere. Is it far?
Not too far. It's still in town. I'm just delivering food to a friend. He's not well off, and since I have so much, I feel that I can give a little to him. He's a toy maker, and he does so much uh, for the people in this town. That's the least I can do for him. I also am fond of his monkey.
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 That's a clever little pet. Are you in town for
Hmm.
long?
For a bit. Also hearing from the hunters, there were some missing shipments. Can maybe help the town figure that out.
Ah, yeah. I have heard some grumblings about it, but I don't know much. But if you hear of anything, I'd be interested to know. I might be able to help you out in the future, even. I might be able to point you in the right direction.
I've seen you around here. Where
Well
could we
traveled?
find you?
Um, I'm usually, I frequent here. You'll see me passing through. I pass through it early and late hours. So you'll find me infrequently in here, but I pass through about this time in the morning, and when the sun goes down, you might catch me along the way too.
Well, he hasn't burst into flames, so he can't. I don't think he's one of them Walking Dead guys.
No,
Fair point.
I, I'm very much alive. I've never been dead.
It's better than be said of many people around here.
The town does have the dreary feeling, doesn't it?
Indeed. Since you're well versed in this place, would you mind happening to tell us what the commotion was at the gate yesterday?
Oh, I know what
I
it
haven't
was.
heard of anything. I've heard
Uh,
nothing about it.
you did hear that there was mass casualties yesterday. Upon the front the north gate, not the front gate. It was towards the lakeside.
Hmm. There were casualties. Do you know anything of the casualties? I didn't get a count or a number, but I knew there were some.
We were slightly. We were slightly. Let's try to
Otherwise
say.
engaged.
Good answer. Good answer.
Interesting.
America, America's gonna kind of take a step back after hearing casualties. Kind of grit her teeth a bit. She's like, it was the wolves again, I believe. I told y'all I was headed there before I heard y'all.
Mm.
After we go see the priest, let's go talk. Let's go to the front gate or the north gate.
Fear it may be too late for that.
Ah, but vengeance is never too late.
It's gonna be like, believe me, you don't want to go out and pick a fight like that. Not against those things.
We held our own.
They're just dogs.
But these ones
So were
different.
you involved?
We fought
Before,
some on the way in.
outnumbered us 2-1.
Hmm.
It's more 3-1. I'm gonna be honest.
Got to remember,
Well, yes.
Caudell wasn't there. He's just talking.
Hmm.
Well, you all must be great fighters. Have you been traveling together long?
Some longer than others.
Kind of keeping her lips sealed, just looking at Jackson, just kind of like shaking her head. She's not quite sure she trusts this man yet.
Mm.
Let's just say let's just say that the group here right now, our paths are on a similar path.
Very well.
We are companions of convenience at this particular moment.
Well, mutual goals, mutual gain. Good reason to travel together.
Aye, it is.
Well, I will bid you a good day for now, but I wouldn't mind meeting up with you at the North Gate if you're up for company. But I have to make this delivery before the food spoils.
We'll
And I really want to see that monkey.
Oops. How did? Oh, I hit the
Oh,
one.
why you?
No,
Don't do it.
this one.
This
Don't
Growly
attack.
just immediately jumps forward.
Shield.
I was moving a bowl and it hit the one, which happens to be my longsword. I was like, why the fuck is it rolling?
All right, all right.
Goes to
We'll
shake
ta-
his hand, but actually just like sword in the
Lops
Cut it
liver.
off.
Just
Lop his
stabs him
hand
in the
off.
chest.
Oops, my hand slipped.
Oh well.
I'll walk over and I'll hold out my hand. Maybe we'll see you after seeing the father. Sounds like that's where we might go next. Where our parties align.
Very well, then. I shall meet up with you at the North Gate.
All right, as you see him, you see him heading west. He's heading across. Um,
Our guy's gonna try to kind of keep track of him just as far as she can.
okay. You see he's heading towards where the stockyards are. Which you would also know by now that hold on, I don't even know right now. Hold on, give me a second. I just need to check reference real fast. Okay, so you see him heading south as if he's going towards the town square, which can loop back, because you've been here for quite some time now. That can loop back over to Arisex's stockyard.
Okay, and yeah, I guess that would be the best of my guess, unless I could roll insight to, I don't know, see if I couldn't detect some sort of deception from him when he was telling us where he was going.
You can. Go ahead and see if you could do an insight. I would say, I mean, even with that kind of a roll, you still see that he didn't flinch. He didn't, he wouldn't have put off any kind of reaction to guard yourself on that.
A good orator then.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see, Lee, our guy's gonna kind of let out a sigh, like, well, suppose we're headed to the church then, right?
Yep.
Who's a good boy? You can turn her immediately back to the dog.
All right, so you guys are gonna head over to the church, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. And this.
Why the hell can I see inside the inn right now?
Because I have it on global.
Oh, okay. I'm just
So-
like, I just saw you delete everything. What's going on?
It's the Eye of
Right.
Sauron.
Yeah.
Get you into the front here. So, Garrick, Jackson. And I got a car. Am I missing anybody? That's 6. Perfect. Okay. We need. All right. Perfect. All right.
Still seeing the inn.
Yes, me too.
Oh no, yeah. I just had to make sure everybody was there.
Oh, gotcha,
So let's
gotcha,
go ahead and
gotcha.
activate with you on here now.
Let's see if this worked.
Yay! I can see myself, and I can see everybody. Ooh, and I can move.
Aw, no show. Oh well, it's not like he matters in this.
There he is.
Thank you.
Let's see the inside of the church, but that's it.
You can't see anything else in there.
Yeah, my token's not here or anything.
Yeah. You're like right inside the door.
Yeah, you're right here.
All right. Let's
I
let me
just
delete.
selected.
Hold on. Let me
Oh,
delete
yeah.
it. It was probably just needed to select it, but let me just make
Delete
sure.
mine as well, Culprid.
Vision has vision 63, 60.
Try selecting right there, Jackson. Like just drag a circle or a square right there.
Negative.
All right, I
Negative.
can
All right.
see myself now.
Nope.
Oh, now you're.
No, I moved him. Almost done. Vision. It's not. It's not keeping the bright light on him, or the. It's not keeping the 360 degrees view. So what it does is it gets rid of all view. There we go. You'll be able to see it now. Great. Awesome. And what about you, Akar? I mean, I'm sorry. Marguy?
Yeah, I can control my character and everything.
All right,
but
perfect.
I
And Doe.
just don't see anybody else except for Jackson and the little dragon thing.
That's because we're
Yeah.
farther out.
Same. No, I'm standing next to you guys. I only see Joe,
I
or
can
guy,
see
and
their
myself.
names. Yeah,
You're
Jackson's
invisible.
right
Yeah, I see
here.
your names. You're invisible. Gralrig's there. Kado's there. And Alex there.
Just
Y'all
strict showing
invisible,
up, and
though.
you can tell where everyone is. We're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hello, my sons.
Hello, Father.
Where's the father at?
The
North.
father
He's up.
is.
Is he up by Zoran?
Yeah, he's up by
Still
Zoran.
there?
Yeah, he's walking forward now.
Oh, okay.
I believe Lowe and Jackson are sharing some closeness there. Oh, sorry, Cadell and Jackson are sharing some closeness.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey.
doing?
We have any news on the bones of our great Saint Andrew?
I'll look
I-
back at
Yeah,
our
Marguy's
guy.
gonna step over. Father Lucian, it's been too long. How are you?
Oh, Marigai. I am doing good. I am doing good. Has the Morning Lord guide your days quite nicely?
Well, I try to do what I can, but well, I can only be in one place at one time. Speaking of, I was hoping to ask about the North Gate. I could not be there.
Yes, we lost a dozen good men. It was being overrun by the wolves.
Aria's gonna kind of look down and kind of curse in Elvish to herself. Well, I was headed there, but I heard a racket and stumbled across these people. I'm gonna kind of beckon.
What do you mean, these people?
Why are you making it like that?
No, these people exactly describe this party.
Yeah,
We are a
yeah.
mess.
That's
Yeah.
an understatement. A mess is an understatement by a long ways.
Yes. Yes.
Margaret's gonna just kind of has it tied to her belt. She's gonna take out just carefully wrap bone and unwrap it and present it to Father and Lucian. And believe these were what you were looking for, Father. Why didn't you come to me about this? I would have seen if I could have done something.
You have done so much by helping the outsides of this village, to keeping the beasts at bay, that I could not ask for more of you.
Sorry.
And they had
Oh.
definitely these kind folks here had already asked for the church's help, and they wanted to repay a favor.
I wouldn't go so far with that, but I will say that before I forget, if the coffin maker ever comes back to town, execute him.
Why?
On sight.
What has he done?
He is consorted with Strahd. There were vampiric thralls in his house that he knew about, that he left us to die with.
He was the hand of Strahd so far.
He orchestrated the theft of the bones.
Oh, I do not believe that Heinrich can do that on his own.
Strahd got to him, son.
He was threatened under death.
See,
I told him that
that's-
I'd kill him if I saw him again.
And what did he do when you said that to him?
Ran
Well,
like a beach.
Considering his option
Exactly.
was to leave town or die, for orchestrating the theft of a holy item protecting the town that he lived in.
And he
Or
all but
die,
admitted it.
right?
Father, you may live in a pretty world. I do not. He was not a good man. Or are you going to say that he had vampiric thralls sitting in his house that he was unaware of?
I'm not saying that he did or didn't. I was not there, and I can't speak for him. All I know is human nature does not bring out the best in some of us, and in some of us are unable to cope with the dealings of what happens in life.
I'm gonna roll insight because I want to know if I'm smelling shenanigans.
The answer
I
is
guess I'm
no.
not. No, I guess I'm not.
Margaret's gonna look at the Father and say, "Well, I do not know. I was not there for this coffin maker. I cannot speak for him, but I can speak for the creatures that were inside that building, and they were horrific. And even for me, it was, well, they were straight out of a nightmare."
Let's not forget that his home was prepared to house them. It wasn't well, they slipped in on their own. All of his windows were sealed so that sunlight could not get in. And they had an entire portion of the upstairs to themselves.
It's a fair point. I
Yeah, it was
suppose.
crazy. It was like they had their own bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point, I suppose.
Now,
Father, though, a word with you, if I may.
Yes, my child.
I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty in trying to study these bones overnight, and I am not a place to say, of course. I just would like to hear your opinion on this. These bones are obviously a relic. They radiate with holy energy, but I can't help but think that, and again, it is up to you in the long run, but I've been here, and I feel like these bones, they might be a chance for us to actually push the evil out for good, or at least be used as a tool for that. It's I've been here, and I don't know. I would like to hear your thoughts on it.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Here we go. Natural 1, let's go. It's not bad.
Not bad. And the father looks back at you, and you see that he's really pondering whether or not you get the advantage on this next roll. Go ahead and roll again, and we'll give you advantage.
Again?
Yep.
All right.
There's a plus mark next to the or that too.
Oh, well.
Okay. So as he's pondering it, he thinks to himself, he's like, but there would be a problem if we leave our church unprotected. How would we support the folks here in town?
And I definitely understand that, and that's why I came to you about this. But I don't know. I really I talked with I talked with my group here, and they kind of agree that maybe it should stay here. But I wanted to let you have the final word on it. I'm not sure if these bones actually protect this town, but at the very least, I can see that they're used for morale.
So at this point, kind of sees Orin, in the background. He's looking and listening at what's going on, and so glad that you have found the bones of Saint Andrew. And I just wanted to say thank you for fulfilling what I wanted to do in helping protect this town. But Father, if I may, I believe myself, and I can probably speak for a car. If we stay here and help protect the village and spread the word of our Lord, Lathander, the Morning Lord, would you be willing to part with them for now? And then at this point, the father is like really, really taking in consideration of whether or not this would be in his best interest, or in the best interest of the town itself, and would this be something that the Morning Lord would want? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna roll a persuasion check for him.
Damn.
Oh,
fastest he's
damn.
talked in a while.
All right.
So at this point, the father says, Marigold, or sorry, Marigold.
How long have we known each other again, brother?
Sorry.
Ah, so
There,
that's what that
guy.
means.
I believe that if we do have Zoran and would say you a car, and the father looks at a car and would you be willing to stay here to help protect the town?
I owe you a debt that cannot be paid. I would be willing, yes. He's gonna kind of turn to Cadell and be like, well, guess you have to keep them safe now.
And how do you respond, Cadell?
Hey, stay here, protect the town. We got places to go.
Maria's gonna kind of approach father and kind of put a hand on his shoulder and tell him, Father, I promise if we need to use this, we will use it as a last resort. I will do my best to bring this to you back. And she's gonna carefully wrap it back and very, very obviously try and take as much care of it as possible. And kind of give the father a nod.
The father nods back and says, please be safe. And let Lathander's light guide you in the darkest of places.
And you as well, father. Just, but if I may ask, again, going back to the attack, are there any serious injuries that need attending to, or are they being cared for? Aside from the obvious deceased, unfortunately.
They are being taken care of. They have they have taken them back to their homes, and we've been nursing them back to health. We've patched up what we could, and everything is pretty much been done for all that we could do.
Sorry, I couldn't be there to help more.
At which point he goes, I understand. Sometimes we can't.
I believe we should go to the north gate now. I'm gonna kind of turn to the group. See what we can discern there.
Sounds good with me.
I will accompany you for now, at least. See where this goes.
Okay. So then we are going to head off onto the street, bidding farewell to Thorin in a car for now.
We're going to the gate. It looks
Bye,
like we need
guys.
to go outside. Bye.
I already miss y'all.
Glad you got a good night's sleep there.
Do we wanna? Because we're heading to the gate anyways, which most likely will send us outside. We want to see what path the shipment was gonna go in, so that we could kill two birds with one stone.
Which shipment?
Missing shipment from Erwin Martikov.
There's that caravan that went missing. We can go try to
With-
find it.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a
Well,
good idea.
Like food and drink and shit for the town for restock.
Yeah.
Wait, can somebody fill me in? What happened?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, go ahead.
There-
We were expecting a shipment to come in about 2 weeks ago. It has not arrived yet. Having a missing shipment has never happened before the entire time for this town. They are starting to run low on supplies, mostly alcohol. Any like other food that they could use except for hunting for wolves is also running low. They do not know why it's went missing or what could have done it or why it is late, but it has not appeared. So
These
we could
woods are
ask.
treacherous.
Yes.
They could be.
So
I
we
mean,
go
And
ask
if you look,
Erwin again what way the shipment was supposed to come in, either through the north gate or what gate, and then follow that path.
and it's one of the
Where it's supposed to go.
it's one of the quests on the quest log. So if you want to go look at it, it's there too.
I don't have it on mine, unfortunately.
Oh, don't worry,
Oh.
Evie's always looking at the quest log.
That's
That's
why
my bad. As we add new players, I have to add the quest log to them. So
And
sorry about that.
You might want give us credit for Lost Bones because
I was about to, yeah.
So it was 2 weeks ago. Oof, that's gonna be rough.
Yep. I'm guessing it's a missing shipment. I'm guessing it's gonna be either something coincides with the wolf attack or maybe some kind of bandits or something like that out in there.
Yeah.
It's my best guess.
Marigo's gonna turn them. It's like, well,
I can guess they
suppose,
would.
I suppose if we get on the trail, I can attempt to track them. But
Yeah.
You said this is 2 weeks ago. This is a long
The
time
shipment
ago.
was supposed to come 2 weeks. Yeah. We'd have to talk with Urban once again to see where the shipment was coming from, what's the path they usually take to get here, then branch off from there.
Still would at least like to visit the North Gate myself to assess the damage if we go
Yes.
that way, though.
I have a feeling they coincide with each other.
The guards, of course, do not know of my abilities in full, but I have often healed the wounded for them.
Of course.
Cadell, could you go ahead and roll me a 1d6?
Six.
All right. All right, and you guys should be able to see the marker now in Veliki.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and move it the direction that you're wanting to go. While we're for you to find out where the location was for that quest, it was
At the bar?
it was at the bar, yes. And remember who you were talking to at the time?
It was Erwin. I know what he looks like inside the bar. He's still in there, for what I know.
So we'll head towards the bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bar would be over here.
Oh.
There? Okay.
Yeah, you guys are at the church.
It looked like that guy right there. At least from what it is on the outside.
So I believe I gave you guys the ability to write on the screen. So if you wanted to, you can always mark them and kind of notate them yourself in your journal where the locations are. But let's go ahead and we can do a little bit of mind theater on this one. Walking in there, you see that you see a gentleman, a stoic looking gentleman, that's, you know, with the white hair, a white hair line going from his forehead back through his jet black hair. He's sitting behind the bar with Danica, his wife.
Okay.
As you recall, she was the one that was serving you at the bar, while the other folks were kind of like, you know, the bars maids. They were kind of, you know, scrambling to get all the drinks that you had been buying for the past couple days.
Mhm. I'll go to the bar.
Okay. Hello. Have you not made it? Are you going to check on the shipment? I thought you had already left for that.
We were, but we got caught up with a quest from the father, but we are heading now. But we came back for more details to help our search. Us acquired
Oh.
a new friend too, who's very good at tracking.
Hello.
Oh, her guy.
Just Muragua in the back. Hey.
Well, I mean, I might know him. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's all emo.
Yeah. If
Would
I
you
may
have
ask.
ever like come into the bar, or would you not have come into the bar, because they're pretty?
Well, it's up to it's up to the whole trading thing. If she was part of that, I don't know.
No, she wouldn't have been a part of the wine trade.
Oh, it's a wine. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
No, he would not know him.
Okay, then let's go ahead and pull that back. Then it's more of a hello, and then essentially he kind of looks um down at, like, at his wife, and like just kind of like gestures. It's that direction, and kind of points towards the east. So essentially telling you that you should be able to take the road east.
This gate.
Yeah, you should be able to take the
Okay.
gate over there and kind of follow that.
Do we have a map of the area or no? Or are we kind of just making our own as we go?
You are making your own as you go. Yeah.
I'll pull out the map that. Well, Doe has the map, right?
Yeah, Dill would have the map.
Doe, if you could come up here real fast, and I'll have him pull out the map and put it on the table, and then I want them to, like, with their own knowledge, to trace where the shipment comes from, like its origin to us and what path it usually takes.
Okay.
Alright, I unroll the map on the table, I guess.
Okay. Well, you see, what you would need to do here is you would go east until you hit a bridge. It shouldn't be too far out of town. Once you hit that bridge, you will have 3 possible ways that you can go. We would normally take the middle road. Swinging on up, it would then you would come to the end of a road that would have trees that line a left and a right. You would make a left, but you wouldn't make the fast left after that, you would actually make a right after that, and before you hit the bridge, you'll make another left.
Okay. Eastgate, bridge, center path, left, right, left. Got it.
I was kind of looking at the map too, kind of making a mental note of it. How often do these shipments usually come?
They would be here every 2 weeks.
I assume they are drawn by horse.
They are definitely.
Have you heard of any like bad news out there? Random occurrence of bandits, wolf attacks out there. I know it happens in the north. Over in the east, though.
I haven't heard much of bandit attacks or anything to that nature on the east. I would say that I wouldn't think that there'd be any kind of treachery along those lines. So anything that you find would be unknown to me at this point.
For when you get across the bridge, and it splits in 3 directions, what is to the left and the right?
After you pass the bridge, or
Yes. Yeah, exit the east gate, pass the bridge, and you have the 3 paths, and you take the center one. What's left and right?
so you would go left, and you can possibly run into a few places at that point. You have Argenvost Holt. Then you have the ruins of Bariz. Very, very treacherous place. Salenka Pass is followed after that. And if you cross the bridge over there by Salenka Pass, and this is my friend going south along the trail. You would run into the Amber Temple. It's near Mount Gakis.
I assume we're taking notes on the map, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Big facts.
That's because I'm trying. I was like, I started writing it down. And I was like, well, that's way
Yeah,
too.
I started to write down on a piece of paper to my to my left. Alright, what's on the right side?
Let's see how well you did cartography. Let's see a roll for that.
Okay, what is that? What kind of rule?
I would say that kind of a roll would be more of a know something.
Intelligence.
I would say it's intelligence based, yeah.
Oh no. Intelligence check. I'm
We
guessing?
can either do something like a nature check to understand what he's talking about, or we can do something like I would say a history check to be able to understand what he had just said.
Ooh.
Or
Like
you can also do as you're both looking at this, trying to take notes yourselves. I would say you can both roll.
Okay, you said
Keep it.
either history or
Nature.
Yep.
nature. Okay, well, they're both the same for me. We were on that
The
private
same?
or okay,
Pull
I
out
guess
there.
not. Whoops, that was the wrong one. I'm sorry.
You did way better, though.
No, that was the. Oh, I thought I figured survival for some reason. I'm sorry. Shit, where's it at?
Yeah.
What's your plus though?
It's +1, so I guess
Go
15.
ahead.
14 and a 15.
14 or 15? Okay. So
14 and 15.
with you guys kind of helping each other out, kind of writing him there at the bar, I would say that he sat there and he said, yes, this actually goes here and this goes here. So, um, and then he was able to provide you with um the map of that area. So you now have uncovered the directions and the locations of the southern map. And I'll make sure I get that.
Dun.
And also just if you were to make that right, instead of going between the two, basically if you took the right road, you would be running into Van Richten's Tower and the Raven River Crossroads.
And I'm not sure if it's been noted already. And where is the place that this shipment is actually coming from? The name? Is there a name
What's
for
the
this?
name of the town?
The name of the town is the Wizard of Wines.
Wizard of Wines. Got it.
Yeah, it's not a town. It's legitimately a vineyard.
You said
Okay.
the Wizard of what? Sorry.
Wines.
Wines.
Wines. All right.
It's a vineyard. Okay.
I'm making a note of that on the map as well. Well, this isn't gonna get us to the North Gate at all, I suppose, but
Just a stop up there before.
yeah, I
I
appreciate
say
it.
I say we go north before we go east.
I definitely appreciate it because it's a lot of casualties on my head right now.
I'll roll up the map and I'll thank them for their time. Then we'll head out.
I appreciate it, and your speediness would be greatly appreciated.
Of course. All right. To the North Gate.
Do we want to try to grab supplies on the way out?
While we're walking, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just start playing my lute. Just kind of giving us some travel music.
Is it more of a fast-paced song?
Yeah. Traveling music.
All right, Doe, you should be. Are you able to see control the token?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can, but other people are moving it too, so I'm just kind of leaving it.
Okay. Fair enough. Hey,
The
we're
North
heading up
Gate.
to the North Gate. Let's get up there.
The lake
So
is out of
today, while
reach.
traveling, I think we're going to start instructing Alec in some of the basics of the world.
Sounds like a
History,
Okay.
great
math,
idea.
things like that.
As we're
Get you guys
approaching
out
the
here.
And of course, the important thing for religion, we're going to teach them about Bahamut, the platinum dragon, Tiamat, the chromatic terror of the world, and Sardion, the ruby dragon.
I'll teach about soon.
well, the only deity I know of is not in this world.
If you tell me what they were the deity of, I could try to remember. Forgotten how it's equivalent.
It's from the world I came from. but his name was Ursurok. He is a keeper of the wilds and aspect of the animals.
That would be. Oh shit.
He is who taught me my druidic ways.
Mm.
All right, let's go ahead and you have now made it to the North Gate, which is just outside of the North Gate. You see that there's a lake right there. See a lot of blood on the ground. There's several decomposed or decomposing, I guess, wolves around the area.
I don't see anything yet.
Do it
All I
again.
see is, yeah, I just have to.
I would say somewhere between Sylvanas and Mieliki for you, Mara.
I see I see where Alex moving, but I don't see any tokens or anything.
I
yeah,
have.
I just see a circle.
Yeah. Well, I don't even see Alex token. I see names again.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting vision. Oh, never mind. Still has vision. No, fucking. His vision is this. If you guys can see that.
So let's go with token vision, unrestricted. Can you guys see now?
I
Yeah.
cannot.
It's dark, but yes, I can.
I can't see anything.
We're
except
up.
for
I
names.
see. I see some boats up here.
Yeah, I see the coast and the guy in the boat on the water.
Okay, so then it's just Marigai. I cannot get these things to work right. I do not know why.
That happens. It's all good.
No, I mean like I'm literally updating the token without it on the screen, so that it'll work, and it's just it doesn't save it for some reason.
Yeah.
It's at least the online when people are watching this, they see all the tokens.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I can look at that for reference. That's fine.
All right, so at this point, what you're also seeing is yes, you see the three boats on the right hand side. You also see somebody whistling in the distance on a boat that's out in the water.
Marigai just kind of trying to figure out the scale of this attack, and
That's
so
for just me taking a look around and seeing what I see.
You hear some muffling, like muffled noises out in the distance where he's at, and kind of some I'd say you hear him whistling kind of like to himself.
You're off. Hey, dude, you're off tune.
He
Ahoy!
he's off tune, but he's not responsive. Kind of looks like he's in a daze from that distance.
all right. So Marigai's gonna try to kind of inspect, just see what she can kind of piece together from the attack, see how many wolves there are, kind of wounds they have, kind of discern whose blood is who, basically. Just try to get up, just to see like what she can piece together. I guess that'd probably be a survival roll.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And just then, like while you're doing that, you actually see Rictavio. Octavio, are you
Alright,
there?
yeah.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Is this where you had to bring your food?
Oh no, I'm finished with that. I saw my friend. I wanted to see what you found at the gate. Doesn't look like a pretty sight out here.
What you surmise, our guy, is that you see there probably around 10 to 12 blood-soaked, spots on the ground. Some of them look like there was enough especially with your roll. It looks like some of them weren't enough to cause a casualty, but there were at least 7 of those that you saw the amount of blood that was pooled there. Whatever was laying there did not make it.
Is there anything out in the water?
You do see out in the water there is a boat with a gentleman that's standing on there, kind of whistling to himself, and do a perception check to see if you heard it or not.
Hold on, Mr. Vertivio, you're breathing very heavily into your mic.
Sorry about that. Is that better?
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't mean.
How dare you?
I would say that you kind of heard. You noticed that he was out there, but you didn't hear the other thing that was happening.
Maraga's not even bother looking. She's very preoccupied with looking at this attack. And is there she's dealt with these attacks before? Is there anything out of the ordinary, or is this just one of the basic attacks that she's been seeing?
This looks like one of the basic attacks that you've been seeing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that you've been trying to protect from.
Damn it. Can I kind of put her hand on the ground and I mean, she's kind of pissed off she couldn't be here, but at the same time, she knows that, well, she just can't be everywhere. And she's just like, we have to figure this out. We have to figure out how to stop all these. I'm going to look up Ricardo. What do you know about this?
I know what we see. I know not much more than there were casualties. This is the first time I'm laying eyes on it. Conditions do seem mysterious. I will give you that.
Hey, Doe, you want to take a boat out there and see what's going on with that dude out there?
I think I'm going to keep my feet on dry land. Thank you very much.
All right. Looks like it'll just be me.
All right, and
Sorry, I'm typing.
what's that?
I say sorry if I'm silent. I'm typing.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so you're gonna start heading out that way, right, Lo?
Yes.
Go ahead and are you able to move the token below you or no?
Below me?
Yeah, the boat.
No.
Okay, so go ahead and put yourself back on there. Hold on. Maybe I have to move you on there. I gotta change up my ratio. But yeah, so you get to about right here. And you see a knapsack, like a bag, tossed over the side of the over the side, right about there.
Can I determine how deep it is?
Go ahead and do a nature check.
$15.
You can see that it's you can barely see the ground at this point. But it's still kind of clear water. There's about 5 feet down below you right now.
Is it floating or sinking, or is it at the bottom?
The bag has already been encompassed by water and is going to sink.
I dive in.
So, okay. At this point, go ahead and roll initiative. You're going to take a... Oh, I need a placeholder. I don't have a placeholder. All right, let's do...
Use the doggy.
We'll just do that as a placeholder.
Oh, okay.
This is going to take skill checks. If you recall from when we left the house, the Cursed Manor,
Okay.
it required you guys to do different checks based off of different skills that are necessary in order to make this successful.
Okie dokie.
All right, let's go ahead.
For the record, I before I dove in, I took off my chain shirt and I left my loot in the boat.
Okay, since you called that you had done it, I'll go ahead. You called that you jumped into the water, so
Correct.
fair enough.
Chain shirt would make me sink.
Big thanks.
And I haven't shown you how to do this for Cavio, so I'm going to go ahead and do it for you. But basically, you can double click on your account or on your guy, and then you can roll initiative.
Ooh.
Initiative on this new page. Thank you, effort. I'm going to go ahead and do that hydrate right now.
Wait, so are we all rolling initiative?
And Galry
Yes,
gets to
everybody.
go last as always.
Okay, because I still literally see nothing. I just see a black screen here.
So for initiative, it's next to the armor class. Yeah, how do I always do that with my initiative? I know I have a
Oh, there it is.
+0, but
Okay.
why the fuck can I not roll a number higher than 10?
I said change your dice, man. Change the color of your dice, and ever since I put the last set in jail, I
Let's
been
see.
doing okay.
Yeah, right.
Gotta get you
Let's
on.
see. Where were
I-
those?
I still see
Nope.
nothing on my end.
Yeah, you don't even have a token up right now. I'm
No.
deleting it and
Let's
recreating it
see.
right now.
So I was fine with doing the mind dive for a little bit, but
Yeah.
It's going to be
Ooh.
Galrig. It's going to be in if you
Found it.
Okay.
I'm just now I'm digging.
All right, can you see it now?
I see my token. I don't see like boats or anything. I just see my token. I see some names, and I see Rictavio's token.
You don't see Graurig next to you?
No.
All right.
Right.
If you want, go ahead
Yeah.
and look at the stream because it's showing on the stream everything.
That's fine.
Or refresh your page while you're looking at the stream.
All right, let me check.
I have found in this situation, signing out and signing back in does kind of fix a lot of things.
Okay, I'll try that. Wait 1 second.
You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, let's use this one. Okay, let's see what happens with these. You ready to see what these look like?
All right, there we go. That works.
All right, perfect.
Oh man.
Got Octavio, we got Doe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you into there. Grauerig's in there. Jackson's. Perfect. Everybody's in there. So, what are you gonna do from here? Right now, you see this. You see
I don't
this.
see our
This
druid
bundle.
in the initiative order.
Oh, you do.
I'm just too fast to detect.
Go ahead and hit initiative. It's next to the AC on the right hand side on your
Oh, I
character sheet.
gotta roll it again.
Uh,
All right.
Or
No,
if you go,
it shows you're at 16. You should be at 16, but you're after me, and I'm at 3. So
I was gonna say if you go to the combat tracker, it'll which is the second icon from the left. You can also
there it goes.
there you go.
It tracked it.
All right. Start combat.
I'm gonna start swimming, and I'm gonna because I can swim up to what 30 feet.
I believe it
I,
is your
I
movement,
think
half your movement, right?
I think
Okay,
it's
so
half. Yeah, unless
Yeah,
you
it's
have
half.
a swim speed, it's half.
yeah,
it's
so
half
I'm
movement.
I'm gonna go to right.
So knowing what your swim speed is, would you have jumped in so close or
Yeah,
so far away?
yes, I would have because it, we're talking about seconds. We're not talking about like minutes. So I will. I also want to get to it faster than it sinks. So I'm gonna.
You would definitely be able to get somewhere faster on a boat than you would be swimming. Means that you would have to fight the waves to see it at level rather than to see it above water standing on a boat. But you said you jumped in, so we'll go with that.
No, I jumped in. That
Yeah.
is a person's initial reaction to wanting to get down there, especially since I'm a musician, not a boatsman. So I just jumped in.
Fair enough. All right. So was that your turn? You can do double for. I guess you can use dash, right,
Yeah, you can use dash for swim speed,
for swimming. Yeah.
but it just means you can't take an action.
Then I go there.
Okay. And what you hear right now, currently. Oh,
Everyone's here.
Okay,
He's
so
muted himself.
gotcha. Okay, so at this point, you hear him. Oh, please bring the luck. Bring the luck. I hear they are lucky. And he casts his pole out into the water. Octavia. And then Marigai, you're on deck.
I just watch and observe.
Okay. Marigai. And Doe, you're on deck.
We're on deck, like on the. Or are we? No.
You're
ground?
next.
You're
Okay.
next.
Gonna kind of move up because I've been inspecting wolves, so I have like no idea what's going on. So guess I'll just roll perception from here and pass my turn and kind of figure out what the hell I was in a panic over. I don't know.
Yo, London, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it. The party of 5. Always appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up, for hanging out, for showing the support. I thank you, bottom of my heart.
Oh,
Come
We just got raided.
there's a raid.
on.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Looks like the party of 5 showed up.
Oh,
Right. So, did you roll for
It would be
insight?
Would be insight. Yeah. Okay. Oof.
I would say not discerning what's going on at the moment, just seeing low out there. As you were turned, kind of looking at the ground. Kind of depicting the picture of the massacre that was happening between wolves and humans at this point, that were scattered across the beach, or not the beach, the lake area. You see out in the distance, Lowe's out there. Did you want to use a free action to, yell something out, or
Yeah. Whoa! What are you doing? What's going
Well,
on?
Little busy right now.
Busy with what? Why are you in the water?
hold on? Okay. So it would only be like a quick snippet, so we'll go ahead and stop it from there, and then we'll move
Gotcha.
on to how would you react with that whole scenario.
I think I used. Let me see. I think I used 30 movement speed there, so I guess I'll just take 5 more steps for there, and well, end my turn. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. What's the panic going on? So I'm just gonna kind of sit here on the edge. I'm not making
Thank
a
you
move
for the
just yet,
follow.
and yeah,
Oh, this
that
is gonna.
should be
I'm
my
so
turn right there.
sorry. It's Silmer Ilchris, or is it Solomerchris? I'm so terrible with these names. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you. Welcome to Culprit's Corner, being a part of the family. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
I will figure it out. I promise. All right.
All right, I'm good to go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It's up to you now.
All right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna, I guess, walk down the beach a little bit here, a few steps. Then I guess all I can do is roll a perception just to see what I see.
Yeah. Go for it. You do see that that Low is swimming towards that boat that's out there. You did with that perception hear him say, "Oh, I hope it's lucky. I hope they really are lucky." And he casted his pole out. You did hear a splash. You weren't able to discern what the splash was per se. Just that you heard the splash, and now Low is reacting. How would you respond, taking that in?
Mm. Well, I heard them already yell, so I'm just gonna, I guess not really stand here, but I'm gonna keep running a little bit and then Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn, but the attention is ticking as I'm still sprinting.
Okay, if you're sprinting, then you have double your movement. So if you started out over here, then you would be able to essentially make it to about right here. And I think you don't you have proficiency? No, you are 25 feet. Okay, get to around there.
I'll also make a perception if I know it's good.
You also are you're seeing everything play out in front of you. I mean, it came down to a slow motion event. Like you're seeing Doe run. You're seeing like you're taking all this in right now. Doe running to a position on the left of you. Marigai calling out to Lo. Lo saying, "No, I don't have time right now." This guy out in the boat is telling you, "Oh," or saying out loud enough for you to understand and hear that. "Oh, I hope they're lucky. I hope they're lucky," like they say. And he cast it. You saw him cast the rod out in the water as well. You
Okay.
hearing the splash, everything.
I'll move 30 feet. 10, 5. Move 30 feet over. Then I will. Let's see here. Cast firebolt at the dude with the pole.
Oh shit!
Hey, we're just attacking?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, fuck him.
Varguy's
Why
so
not?
confused right now.
I don't know.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to
Does a
move that.
9 hit?
Hold
No,
Doubt.
probably not.
Doubt it.
Hold on. I gotta open it up through a different method because I drew the boats. I didn't actually get them from like I actually made these boats, so they're not up
Yeah.
to scale.
They look good.
Yeah, I can hit
Well,
him.
I appreciate it. I have to go in here to click on them to see. No, that was a miss.
I would expect it so. That's my turn.
Hey, I'm swimming here.
You made your choice.
And
Did I get a reaction out of the dude? Like the warning shot, basically.
give me 1 second. No, you got nothing from him.
All right.
What? Dude, Lord, thank you so much, man. Yeah, Alex still alive, bro. He's still alive, man. I am glad to see you here. Dude, Tad, thank you for the sub. Tier 1. Was that what was that? Hold on. I gotta see if it was in this right. Yeah, dude. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
On you, Grolrig.
Yeah. Let's see. What can I? That's right. I can double move. God damn! I didn't change it off the measure. There. There's my fucking turn, dear God. And same thing with the shell. And that's my turn because I'm way too far away.
And Lo, I'm gonna need you to do a strength or athletics check. The skill challenge has started now.
Okay. Give me a second. I lost my character sheet here. Gotta get back.
And for anybody that's not familiar with the
athletics, or do you want? You said athletics, or do you want strength?
either or, it's up to you. But remember, we
I'll-
can't use the same thing twice.
I'll go with athletics because I have a little bit of a plus in that.
Okay. If anybody's not familiar with skill checks challenges, essentially what ends up happening is you have 5 attempts to find the person, cannot use the same thing twice from the same person, and if they fail 3 out of the 3 out of the 5 times, the whole scenario had failed, and therefore end results are what they are.
Well, my athletics, my
There's a
athletics
first.
sucked. There's your first fail right there.
All right, we have our first failure. Go ahead and you can go ahead and do your movement. Make yourself get closer if necessary.
You said I can move 15 feet.
Yes.
That got farther away. All right. So about
Bubbles are like coming from the area of which you're passing by currently. And all right, and what are you doing with mage hands?
oh, sorry, I'm on push to talk. I apologize. I'm within 30 feet now, so a ethereal hand comes down, and I'm having it go down and grab the bag and bring it back to the top.
Okay, trying to go down to pick up the bag. Um, let's see. Can you? We're gonna have to use another skill check to see if you can locate it. Can you give me a nature check?
Ah,
Unfortunately, the hand is unable to locate anything underneath the water, and that will be failure number 2. And
Great.
oh, Jackson gets a nat 20.
wait, Jackson gets a nat 20 on the next one.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, she's not lucky yet. She's not lucky yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. She'll bite. She'll bite. And then Rictavio, hey, see the side chats that I gave you, Rictavio?
Yes, yes, I did. Okay, so I'm gonna get in a boat and I'm gonna start heading out towards the situation out there, but I'm gonna keep my distance.
Okay, provided you a little bit more information off of your insight check earlier. Okay, and about
Okay,
how far
sounds good.
out? How far out are you going? Are you gonna? So I can move you probably to about right here.
Yeah, that'll work for this turn.
Okay. And we'll say this one kind of like drifted a little bit back from the waves inside the water and stuff. Like not jostling it too much, but it is kind of moving it a little bit. All right, and would that be your turn?
Yep, that ends my turn.
Still not quite sure what's going on. How she's gonna kind of head over here. How deep is that water between the coast
Dude,
and the
hell
boat
yeah,
right
Laura.
here?
Thank you so
Is
much,
it
dude.
enough to wade through?
Dude, thank you for the resub, man. 7 months? That's crazy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're looking to see if what, to get to the boat or
Yeah.
to I would say you would be able to get to the boat in, I would say, 10 steps. Maybe no, about 15 steps at least. Through the water. But it's wading about waist high at that point. So you wouldn't be able to run to it, but you'd be able to kind of briskly get to it. And then still probably be able to move once in there, probably another 15 uh 15 to 20 feet.
Gonna kind of look at the group. Maybe we should take this boat. Maybe. And oops. Guess I'll go ahead and head to said boat.
Okay.
And wait. I guess I'll hold my movement for the see if the rest join me first.
Not sure if you can hold your movement like that, but you know what? I would allow that for this situation.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold the rest of your movement
right.
to allow you to move it as soon as they either find their way onto the boat or they
Decide to do something else. Yeah.
decide not to. Yeah.
Well, if the case they decide not to, I'll just wait for my next turn then. In that case.
Okay.
And I guess yeah, that should do it for me. And I lost the arrow to.
Not gonna lie, Lore. Miss you in here, brother.
Can you go ahead and can you hit the next turn for me? I cannot find the arrow for it.
I got you.
Appreciate it.
That was Doe's turn.
Oh. Yeah, hold on. I got it. There you go, Doe. Jackson, you're up next.
All right, all right. I'm still, I guess, fairly confused as to what's going on. I'm gonna keep running down the beach a little bit, and I'm wade out just a small bit into the water. Um, Is there anything that I see that obviously I haven't that hasn't gone on? Anything, any extra information I can get?
You saw. So you
Or
saw the
should I roll like a perception or
at this time. You know what? Go ahead and roll a perception with advantage because at this time you're so attentive to what's going on right now. And yeah, you saw the mage hand formulating from his hand, which looked like a bloody claw that went to go straight down into the water to try to grab something. Uh, you know from past experiences that mage hands are usually utilized to pull things, um, or to pick up smaller items. Uh, so yeah, let's go ahead and you would be able to know that
all right,
something needs
well,
to be happening right now.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull my swords out then. Actually, I guess my short sword, and then I'll hand on my dagger. Uh, and there's not much I can do from here. So, yeah, it's my turn.
You do have the
Uh,
option of swimming out there, though.
No freaking way.
That is fair. That's how I believe. Yeah, Joe would probably be like, "Nope,
uh,
I'm not. Nope,
I'll
that's cool."
move
Look,
10
there's
feet out.
rules about saving people who are drowning, right? And yeah, I don't know.
I'll move 10 feet out, and now with my dark vision, I can clearly see everything happening now for 60 feet. Uh, did I catch his snippets of like him trying to do something with a fishing rod? Like
Uh,
the
like
whole
if
hoping it's
he's,
lucky kind of stuff?
what kind of snippets are you looking for? Are you looking for whether or not he is,
Like kind of
uh,
like discerning like what he's trying to do kind of stuff. Is he just a fisherman, or is he trying to do something more like summon something, or kind of like insight, like from what Lowe's trying to go down? If it was just something like random, he wouldn't be trying this hard. I guess more like I would like want to know if it's like an actual body he's trying to like use as bait, or some monster in the lake or something.
so I don't think you there's no amount of history that you'd be able to take upon this location to know if there was a monster in the lake or not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you would want to ask those that have possibly been here, or those that or yell out like something to the heavens above, and hopefully something comes back with an answer. As a free action, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Um.
It's kind of like that one person, stop! They took my purse, like, and
Yeah.
maybe somebody will divine intervene.
Nah.
That's not your purse.
Yeah. Nah. I already did 10. Okay, I'm just gonna hit the dude. I don't care. I'm gonna knock like the pole out of his hands. If I can.
And low, don't forget you do have, um, you still have inspiration. But right now you also have advantage. Lore
I was gonna
provided
say,
you with advantage.
okay. I was wondering though if the inspiration went across, or was it only for Cadell?
The inspiration does go across because you, as the person who plays the character, is who I gave the inspiration to.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah. Or characters,
Um.
multiple
Yeah.
being.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna hit the dude to make him drop the pole.
All right, that does hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, it wasn't the next time I rolled the crit.
Yeah, you have a nat 20.
Yes,
shit.
yes, that is true.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you. Like, there we go. You got the nat 20.
13 points of fire damage.
Okay, okay, how do you want to do it?
Oh, I kind of just want to, seeing just everything going on and just there, I was trying to get him to drop the pole, so I'm just going to hit him in the chest to like knock him off the boat and send him into the water. It's enough
It
of a
does not.
forceful push.
That doesn't work with spells or ranged
Mhm.
attacks. Ranged attacks cannot be. I just wanted to do a non-lethal. It is absolutely lethal for
Yeah,
all
no,
long range.
I don't care if he
attacks,
dies or not. 100%.
okay.
I don't give a fuck if this man dies.
That's
That's what I wanted to
Jesus.
happen. Basically, this thing goes through his chest like a fireball and
All
just
right, all right.
murders him. Then.
So as this blue flame just kind of emits from your hands and you push forcefully out into the in front of you, casting this, you see a scorch go straight through him as it comes out the other side with sizzling fire or sizzling evaporated water coming from the water behind him as he drops to both knees, slides over the bow of the boat, and kind of the splash to go in to the water.
Then free action, yell at low, grab the rod, reel it in. And my turn.
All right, Growrick, you're up.
I'm a melee character. There's not much I can do at this point without the boats here.
So, just to recap on what was happening earlier, I'll just go ahead and I'll do it this one time. You have Marigai waiting in this boat for anybody to join them so that he can move forward right now with his
Okay, so
action.
And
The
I
boat
called
was-
out for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This boat right here was essentially
Okay. I mean, I can use my whole movement to get there, so that'll work.
well,
Yeah.
I'm being very giving on this map because it's not to scale. Being that I
This is
made
it,
it by
though.
hand.
I'll hop in.
Okay. Now at this point, once you hop in, Marigold, you go ahead and take your movement now to get yourself closer by the 15, 20 feet.
Gotcha. So I'm guessing gonna kind of head that way right here. I can't exactly.
Yo,
move the boat, I
Launchpad
don't
Gaming,
think.
thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I can't move the boat, unfortunately. But I'll be moving right there. That's good.
Perfect. All right.
And I'm going to just kind of horrified just what I saw. She's kind of confused. I'm confused. IC and OC. That's a rarity. So she just saw this firebolt just destroy this guy, and she's like, "What was that for?" And again, I'll try, I guess, to make another insight roll to kind of try to figure out like what low is after. Oh no, never mind. It's not my turn. Never mind. I just did my movement. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just the move.
Forget
Yeah, you
it.
just
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
No worries. And then, all right. So, Grawrick, that would be your turn,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that was my turn. Sorry,
Okay.
didn't hit the arrow.
Okay. You're gonna use Mage Hand again to see if whether or not. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if. Well, at this point, you were unable to catch it with your other last Mage Hand and discern where it's at. At this point, the only thing that you have that you can do right now is dive in where you thought she was. Because casting Mage Hand will not, it wouldn't, you would have to use a nature check to find the location again for them. And since you were unable to discern that location, you cannot do that you can't do that one again. And you may be muted. Possibly muted. Yes, you were definitely muted. I see it now.
I don't know how I got muted because I didn't click the mute button. But all right, then I will die.
Okay. At this point, you can do an athletics or acrobatics check.
I will do acrobatics. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's the same. Go acrobatics. But I'm going to roll it with advantage. I'll take. Well, I don't know why I rolled. I didn't mean to roll the second one.
You're fine. You're fine. So with that natural 20 on the advantage, you successfully were able to make it down into the water, grab hold of the bag, and start making your way back up.
Okay. Upon reaching when I reach the surface, I want to grab the boat. I know. I don't think it's happens this turn, but when I grab it, I want to. When it comes up, I want to grab the boat.
Okay. All right, Rictavio, it's now your turn. Hello, Rictavio. Are you there? You just went mute. There you are.
Okay. Can you hear me okay now?
I do. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to swing around over here. And then I'm going to watch and see what they pull up. And see if I can get an idea of what was dropped in the water, or if there's anything anything left after they pull everything up, and I'll offer some help if he needs help getting back out.
Okay. And all right, so Mary Guy.
Um, gonna kind of pull the boat, to the side here, and I'm hoping by then I can see he has something. Lo has something that he's trying to bring up.
Okay, so you're gonna move closer over to here.
Yeah, to like
All
right
right.
here. Yeah. And how deep is Lo in the water still?
Low is probably around like 4 feet to 5 feet under the water currently.
All right, so
But I'm heading towards the surface.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up one of these oars and kind of jab it into the water for something for him to grab onto and see if I can pull him up.
Let's go ahead and see if go ahead and do insight check.
All right.
Actually, it's gonna be it would be low to see if he knows what he's grabbing onto.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
We know Lo's not good at insight.
Nope.
Oh god.
Wait. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh god.
I think inspiration has to be notated
Oh, there we go.
beforehand, right?
Well, it's rolling with advantage, right?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'll give you more time to actually say whether or not you succeed or failed. So yeah, go for it. That was my fault.
I just did. I just did. I got a 22 on my
Oh,
insight now.
perfect. Okay, so yeah, you see that this is you saw the body kind of the gentleman that fell duffled over and into the water next to you, floating down, and you realize, okay, he's no longer a threat. So this oar that's above your head must be somebody you know, or somebody that's trying to help you. So you grab hold of it. Do a strength check, Marigai.
Ooh.
Oh, you were absolutely able to pull back on the oar, pulling him up. So we're gonna say that's another successful check.
Oh, I
And
should
you were
probably
able
move
to
the boat.
you were able to pull him onto the boat with you.
All right. And yeah, since I actually did just a hard check there, that is my turn.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna immediately, because I'm just standing still looking out into the water. Uh, I'm gonna immediately insight check again, I guess. Uh, and see what or I don't know if anybody else can roll, but is there anything else in the water around in the area?
Go ahead and do an insight check. Looking around in the water, you see there's nothing that's standing out, nothing that um looks like treacherous, other than it has like a slight dip down if you were to keep walking forward.
Okay, okay. So it just gets deep really fast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since there's not much I can do, I'm not gonna go out and swim out there for no reason. I'm just gonna put my sword away and take a step back out of the water and start to wring my shoes out. Um, and I guess yeah, there's not much I can do there.
was gonna just do the same thing as Doe was. I was gonna make a perception check to see if there's anything else out there. That was it.
Just firebolt the boat for no reason.
I mean, don't tempt me. I'll just make a perception check.
Well, if there was, we had a dog. We have a dog.
Nothing.
I was gonna throw like one of my ball bearings out there and see if we can go grab it.
Yeah.
All right, and perception. Yeah, with that perception, you essentially still not perceiving much other than like there's a lot of
Some
stuff going
choppy
on, and
waves.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff going on, and you don't know how to. You can't anticipate how you're gonna handle this situation. Like you're just kind of like frozen in spot right now.
Hopefully
There's a
this
Uh,
lot
is
of
a
water.
justified murder.
Roderick, you're up here as well.
Mhm.
Put you guys next to the boat, but will perceive that you're in the boat.
We're just doing the Titanic scene where we're just dangling over with our arms over.
Yes.
Woo, doo, 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 doo.
Live on, Rose. Live on.
Fuck you, let me on the goddamn door.
Yeah, there was enough room. Each take turns.
Mythbusters fucking do that shit. Like got a piece of wood that size and had both of them on it.
Nah, I'm getting us sidetracked. Nope, stay on
Yep.
track.
Alright. Jesus Christ. Yeah. There's not really anything for me to do. Yeah.
Look what's in the bag.
Yeah, let's open the bag.
It's better have been worth it.
So
You're right.
you
It's the
open up the
box.
bag.
There's not.
Open up the bag. You see a hand fall out against the boat's bottom. White ivory skin. Wouldn't
Huh.
be no. You would notice that the hand belonged to somebody that was no older than maybe 10, 11 years old.
Hmm.
I believe
A child hand.
Let's not show this one to Alex.
as
Alec.
as you pull back open the bag a little more, you see the body of a jet black hair female, of course attached to the hand. It was just
Oh, I
it,
thought like
no.
literally a hand fell out of the bag. Okay. That
No.
threw me. I was
You,
like, that's
no,
some
no.
weird bait.
You see it fall out of the bag as it was lumped into the bag with, like it was stuffed into the bag, and it just plops onto the boat.
Okay.
As you start pulling back the bag, you see a girl, no more than 9 to 11 years old, inside there.
We need to take her back to the father for proper burial.
We check if she's alive or not. We're bubbles.
You're not there.
All right, I put 2 fingers on her carotid artery.
Checking that, you see that it's still, the body's still warm, and the heart has such a thready pulse at this point.
I'm going to cast Human Word. And the word is
Yeah, at this point it would be his
survive.
turn.
I'm gonna need you to do a medicine check, not a healing word, just to make sure that what you're gonna do is.
Satisfactory.
Nice. Just
Huh.
barely.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
just snows a little bit.
Did you guys know
Alright.
you can roll the dice after they appear? Like grab, click and drag. You can just throw them around.
So with that medicine check, you absolutely 100% knew that if you cast healing word, she will come back to life.
Okay,
She has
so
not
I
completely died, and you guys successfully passed the skill check challenge. Congratulations.
I'm gonna cast
Honestly,
it.
when we got two
Should I
fails
cast
in a
this?
row immediately,
Should I
like, it's
cast it?
fucked.
I think I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna cast it at first level because I don't think I just want to get her.
Yeah, Marigai will take over healing after that.
Guys, look.
And the healing word is
I-
breathe.
Murder was justified.
Yes, it was. That's a justifiable homicide.
Yes.
That was a nat 20 on your inside check there, Jackson.
You're
All
correct.
right.
I wanted to hit the fishing pole. It went too well.
So
As she starts coughing, water
She gets
released from her lungs.
6 hit points back.
That's pretty good for a healing word.
Hey, hey there. How you feeling now? You coming back to us? What's
Still
your
kind of
name?
looking at you in awe and kind of struck, like still kind of out of it at the moment.
Let's get her back to shore.
I snap my fingers. Garcon, back to the shore, please.
I will throw you back in the water.
oh well, never mind. I've been muted this entire time. Okay.
Well,
Oh
that's always fun to hear.
no, I was trying to say, like, while we're headed back to shore, Marigai kind of wants to try to take over healing and see if she can kind of bring her further into consciousness.
Oh, okay. We heard part of that, but we didn't hear you went further with it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and cast Cure Wounds at. Why can't I not cast it at second level? That's weird.
You can cast it at second level. First, like press to cast it, and then it'll ask you on the have a
Oh,
drop down menu for your spell slot of what you want to use.
gotcha. So Marigai's gonna kind of put her hand, like, one on the left shoulder and kind of one on the right hip, almost like crossing over the girl's chest to heal any internal damage she's taken from this possible suffocation. I'm assuming Marigai knows just by the medicine check from low. He's been forthcoming.
Just call me Dr. Lowe.
Yeah. And yeah,
God
that'll
damn.
do.
You healed a future wound.
And then some.
She just gains temporary hit points, a shield.
Yes. Yes. It's gonna get stabbed later, and it's gonna do absolutely nothing.
So
She's gonna think she's
you
invincible.
you see this girl just she comes forth like with a like a gasp of air, and her mind still seems kind of a little out of it based off of the events that just transpired, but she does feel way better than she did previously.
I in the most reassuring voice I could say is you're among friends.
Who are you?
My name's Lowe, and I happened to see what had happened, and my friends and I decided it was important that we save you.
my father would be glad to hear of this, and I promise you, he would be very. He would help you out so much, so tremendously for doing this and saving me today.
Who is your father?
My father's Lovish, and that's Luvash. You'll be greatly rewarded for today, for your kindness.
I hope your dad wasn't fishing.
Don't put that on me.
Could you respell that name real quick?
Luvash.
All right.
I don't know who that person was. All I heard was him talking about how lucky the Vistani are. That's all. All I've heard.
What how did you get out here? How were you captured? What happened?
I was taken from the camp. I was just on the outskirts of our camp, which is to the south. I check.
Did she give us her name?
No, she has not yet. Is
Okay.
was now? Would you like to have her name?
I did ask her name. It was the first thing I asked.
Was it? Oh, she was still out of
Yes.
it, wasn't it though? All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was
Her,
out of it. Yeah.
her name is Arabelle. Arabeelle. You see the clothes that she's kind of wearing right now also are of a higher status. Um, not necessarily the ones that you've seen on previous Vistani that you've seen in the past, but more so of you would see kind of like a almost like a royalty in their gesture, like not a patch mark that wasn't meant to be there for a decorative piece. Um, the frills on the collar lines. We
Glad to
live
see you're okay.
just outside of Veliki.
Well, we shall endeavor to get you back with your father. And I say we start paddling back to the shore.
Our guy's gonna kind of try to put her arm around the girl and kind of keep her warm while we're headed to shore. See if I can do anything here. You know, are her clothes are her clothes damaged at all?
Her clothes are just damp right now.
Okay, they're just damp. Gotcha. We'll make sure you stay safe with us. We'll get you where you need to be. You'll be safe with us. Just stay with me.
Welcome, fool.
Maragard's
Appreciate
gonna
you
kind of
stopping in, brother.
cast an eye while we're headed to camp over here to Ricardo to see what he's doing. Or Rictavio, sorry. Kind of see what he's up to.
Can I make a suggestion to you? I suggest you take this body of this man back with you in case he decides to come back. We wouldn't want him committing these crimes again.
I mean, if you want to make sure that he doesn't commit the crimes again, I have a hammer.
Methinks that the gentleman who's hit the water isn't coming back.
Always verify, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's down.
If nothing else, it might be wise to bring him back to bring the family of the girl some peace. so they know who it was that's done this.
Fair enough.
We could always just take his head.
Since I'm already wet, I'll dive back in and go after his body.
Okay.
Since he's in the water. And then I'll take his boat.
All this is all happening. Bill and I are playing tic-tac-toe on the ground.
doing the real important stuff here.
Correct.
I was like,
Doing
can I join?
Lathander's work.
Yeah.
You guys are doing Lathander's work right now. I just want to say.
That's right.
Do I need to roll a check to see if since I'm not under duress, or
You're not under duress, so I'd say yeah, you can go ahead and just do a regular nature check, see if you can find him in there in the water. But you're also sure that if you just waited a few more moments, that he might just kind of like float up a little bit.
12.
Yeah, okay. So you were able to locate him, and kind of pull him towards you.
That's a perfect summarization of our roles.
It's all
It's
right.
12. I chuck him in the boat, then I climb in the boat.
All right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get everybody back to shore. Who's going ashore? Bump. Then Rictavio, are you going back right now, or are you how are you
I'm going to
wanted?
make it very clear that I'm going to grab my chain shirt and loot from my previous boat.
Okay, so that was in this one.
And I'll say some parting words, and then disappear into the background and fade away.
I'm going
So to the party.
Oh, go ahead.
To the party, I'll say that I commend you for your brave actions out there. Doing good work for the sake of good always brings light.
Are you another one
And
of these
be
holy fucks?
I am not a holy fuck.
I was
I
gonna
am
say.
Rictavio.
I was gonna ask it more like, what do you know the light, rather than word as crudely as that. But
My parting words of wisdom to the party would be that I have seen those who are gone somehow come back. So with this one, be careful.
Necromancy, and let's just take his head.
I mean, he doesn't have a heart anymore.
Yeah.
Still,
regardless.
It's easier to carry a head than it is to carry an entire body.
yep.
So with those words, should we go ahead and maybe roll an Arcana check or something, just off those words, to see if we can sense any magic from the body?
We could do it.
Is anybody proficient in Arcana?
I am.
All right, go for it.
I'm half proficient.
Ooh.
So you don't see anything magical about this situation. You don't see that he has something that will bring him back right now. However, you are familiar with other spells that can bring things back to life, and you know of certain things called like revenants that are possibilities in lore.
Literally a day. I don't see anything. But there's always chances someone could bring it back. So either you can do the beheading or we can build a pyre for him.
Let's ask the young lady. Would your father want us to bring back your captor?
I think he would like to know that my captor has been taken care of, and
And then let's just bring his head.
I do not want to see you do that kind of stuff to somebody. That is just
So
gross.
uncivilized. So uncivilized. Do not mind them. And Maraguy's gonna kind of shuffle her away so she doesn't have to see anything.
Taken under her arm, kind of like walked her
Yes.
off a different direction. I could see that. In doing so,
I hand my sword to Galric. Would you care to? You seem to be the strongest of us all. Would you care to do the honors?
Sure. It's not like we have to be accurate with this.
Right. I just don't want to have to do 4 or 5 chops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
could y'all talk a little less graphic while I'm getting the girl away?
Nope.
This is cathartic for her. The one who tried to
Take
kill
a-
her is about to be made even less than she was going to be.
Take a walk, young lady.
He's half the man he used to be now.
Oh my
More of an
God.
eighth.
so go ahead and roll like just an attack with, it's definitely prone. It's definitely not fighting back. Definitely not using any dexterity. But roll an attack on it. Like I want to see what happens.
Please roll a
Alright.
natural one.
I'm hoping that happens.
All right. So definitely you
I
were
like those
able
dice.
to make it through with a single swipe.
Hope so with the 18 strength. Fuck.
However, you did not wait long enough for Arabelle to walk away from the situation, even though she was tucked under. He heard the snapping of the bones as they cracked completely away from and severed from the spinal column. And he therefore starts throwing up like right there. She did not make her constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna try to kind of tend to her. With the medicine check, I guess. Try to.
Yes, please.
All right. So shuffling into the herbs I have in my druidic pouch here. Just gonna try to soothe her a little bit and again trying to get her away at the same time. So she's halfway
still-
trying to like help her and like glaring over her shoulder like,
First,
really,
there's like
guys?
a walking away, and eventually you just like pick her up and run her away. Like, all right.
This is enough.
Let her play with the dog.
So you're consoling her and you're trying to help her out, but she's still kind of stumbling, like really not feeling good because she heard, in essence, the cutting and the ripping of everything coming apart from head to toe. And she's just unfortunately the medicine check didn't need to console her enough to stop her from feeling so queasy at this point.
Marigai just shoots daggers over her shoulder. There. That's crude, but well, guess I can't really say anything about it actually.
You mean? I only gave him another hole. That was
Enough. Would y'all stop saying this stuff out loud?
it.
All right, so I will be adding the next portion tonight so that you have it for the next portion of the campaign of what to do next. I think successfully we had a good session today. I hope everybody enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and we can call it here. I appreciate you coming in and playing Rictavio tonight. Everybody, a round of applause. Thank you.
It's been my
Yay! Clap, 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 clap.
So I want to say thank you to everybody that's out there in Twitch right now, supporting us, hanging out with us, all 13 viewers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody else that's to raid right now, and we'll get you over. Hey, fool! Thank you, man. Thank you for coming in. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and deafen, and I'll be back, guys. So if you guys can hang out, what happens is you do have the ability to help or hinder my my campaigns with the folks that I have here. So if you hang out for the raid, those usually give you extra points, and you'll be able to roll to help and hinder them. To get more points to be able to do such. Get over there. And then every couple weeks, we're probably going to do a round table in the tavern. So a little bit of a tavern talk. So if you guys want to stop in, talk with us, me, the GM, then the players, I think it'd be definitely fun. Just nice, good character. Looks like we got some folks here. I have not seen Evil DOA, Hero Zone. Oh, I love Hero Zone, but they're not doing a campaign. Let's go with DOA. Again, I want to say thank you so much for coming in, hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and do my stream ending. I want to say thank you again to those folks that are my Patreon supporters. We got Louis B, Overwatch Scrub Club, Fable Kasuni, Ted, Top Tips, Mike W, Rob 401Z for gifted subs, Hybrid, Boo, Black, Sulak, Lord Zero. Thank you guys. Every one of you make this happen. And I appreciate everything that you guys do, the times that you come to my table, the times that you come out here, hang out with me. Every bit of it. It's joy. It's absolute 100% joy. Thank you so much and take care. Hope to see you Saturday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Kuprid Gaming.